Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with me and my mum.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, all good here.
Excellent. Well, let's get started with the topic of this video, and what we're going to do is go over some kind of 50-50 comparisons of what you prefer. Tea or coffee, dogs or cats, and so on and so forth. So, are you ready?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, first things first, our first little mini discussion. Coffee or tea? What do you prefer?
Well, I don't drink either. So this could be a really short answer, but no, we will elaborate, don't worry. I've just never liked coffee or tea. I love the smell. My husband, he grinds the beans. It smells beautiful, lovely. I just don't like the taste. So I have water, I have juice, smoothies, things like that. Yeah, I mean, the only exception is tiramisu. When it is in the cake, I can manage that, funnily enough. But then if you have, you get a chocolate and there's different varieties and then you bite into a coffee cream, oh, no, not for me. Sorry, no, definitely not coffee. Tea?
Yeah, with tea, like a lot of people believe that in the UK, all Brits have loads of tea, whereas nowadays it's true that coffee's probably more common than tea. But like growing up or at any point in your life, did you not try to get into tea and have a cuppa every now and again?
No, I do remember actually my first job and I was only, I think, 18, and I remember the man made me a cup of tea and I didn't like to say that I didn't want it. So I drank it and I felt so ill, but I just didn't want to be rude on the first day, so I'm like, yeah.
Delicious.
Thankfully, he didn't offer me another cup.
He probably got the message.
But yeah, I'll just stick to the juice and the smoothies.
So neither coffee nor tea.
Perhaps chamomile tea, green tea, mint tea.
Maybe matcha tea.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm obviously not adult enough, am I?
Of course you are, of course you are. Well, personally, I like both, but if I have to choose, it's got to be coffee. There's nothing like a nice coffee to get you going in the morning. It smells nicer, it tastes nicer, but it's true that I like both. I mean, I'm easy, to be honest. Okay, now let's move on to the second one, and maybe there's no preference here either. Let's find out. And the discussion is dogs or cats. For me, again, I like both, like most people, but if I have to choose, I think I'd rather have a dog than a cat. But what about you, Mum? What would you say?
Well, I love them both too. In fact, I love all animals. I mean, they're lovely, and especially when they're at the baby stage, like the puppy or the kitten. I mean, we did have a dog growing up who lived to be 15 called Smokey, and that was nice. It's nice that children get used to pets. Though obviously teach them to be cautious as well and not just sort of go straight up to a dog and approach it. But yeah, we've had cats. You nagged and nagged until we got a dog.
Mum, I want a dog.
Yeah, I'll look after it, Mum. I'll walk it every day.
Every single day, even in the morning.
Yeah, but did you? No.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you did, and you played with her a lot. You were really good. She was a golden retriever, and she was a lovely, lovely dog, but very stubborn. And she actually didn't like walking. So that could be tricky.
That's why I didn't take her for so many walks, because she didn't want to.
She would just sit down and it's just like, nope, not doing it. So, but yeah, I mean, I would have a dog again, but they're a tie. You can't just go out and leave a dog. Whereas with a cat, they're much more independent. You can have a cat flap. So during the day, they can come and go as they please. So yeah, I'd probably say a dog.
I mean, it's just, they look actually happy when you see them when you come back home.
Oh, yes.
Whereas
That's
cats,
such a welcome.
cats are kind of just like receiving all of the love and they don't actually give back that much love. At least that's usually what I see.
Misty used to come and sit on my knee. As she got older, she was shocking when she was younger. If you went past her basket, she just went...
Exactly. You see, cats, typical cats.
Yeah. No, she was lovely. She was lovely. To all the cat lovers out there, we've had 3 cats over the years, so yeah.
I mean, is it 3 or is it 4?
Actually, it's 4, but one was quite poorly, so it was really...
It doesn't count.
No. Oh no, she doesn't, and it was lovely, and it was awful. We took her to the vet and everything, but she was just poorly from the get-go, so, you know, unfortunately we tried to sort of keep her. I think she lived a number of months, but yeah, that was really, really sad. Yeah.
Exactly. But hey, animals, pets, they're amazing in general to keep you company.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, we're kind of easy with both, but I guess we agree that dogs maybe just edge it and are slightly better as a companion and a pet, because as they say, they are a man's best friend. But let me know, what do you prefer, cats or dogs, and do you have any pets? Okay, now our third little debate, and it's related to holidays and types of holidays. So, beach holidays or mountain holidays? Mum, what do you prefer? What's your preference?
Well, to be honest, I do prefer the beach because you've just got you've got the options. You can go in the sea. Well, I mean, obviously, depending if it's warm enough, depends if it's an English holiday or going abroad. But I do still go in the sea, whatever the weather. Now my husband, Dad, he likes more of a mountain, so he'll be happy to go. He's been to Scotland, he's climbed a lot of the Munros, he's done things, and I will go with him. And if we go to the Lake District, I'm happy that I will go up a mountain. Well, it may take me some time. I usually like to go to a cafe afterwards, and I feel like I've earned that. That is negative calories. Yeah, so, but obviously when you were growing up and your sister, you liked the beach holidays, so we used to go abroad. Bruce would sometimes take his bike in a special suitcase on the plane, or we'd hire one. He would go off on his bike in the morning. We could then go to the beach because he could only tolerate the beach for so long, and he just used to get bored. He didn't like to just sit around. But yeah, I mean, you can take bats and balls, you can do games on the beach. I mean, lots of options.
The beach as well, I think it's just nice to be around the beach and go for a walk on the beach. Obviously, if it's really warm and there's a heat wave, it's nice to be by the beach because you can go for a quick dip to cool off. I mean, I do know what Dad means and what he feels in a way, because after like 2 hours for me, the beach is kind of too much.
Yes.
Unless I'm walking at the same time, or maybe playing with a bat and ball at the same time. But just like sunbathing and not moving, I get a bit restless, and I think Dad gets much more restless.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, it's not like I go and sunbathe. I mean, I burn. It's the typical English complexion, you know, it's like red. So, we don't just go and sit there for a whole day. We'll sort of potter around as well. And if I'm abroad, I like to go and see the different places. I don't want to just go and say, where have you been? Oh, I've seen the sea, I've seen the sand. I need to see the culture, I need to see different shops and things. But yeah, I think the beach.
The beach is the winner here. Yeah. Now, before we move on to another, you used a really nice phrasal verb there. It was potter around. What does it mean if you're pottering around?
Well, this is probably what annoys your Dad, that I like to wander, which means to just sort of walk around, sort of go into a shop and have a little look around. I mean, no rush. I like to take things in, whereas Bruce is just like, right, where are we going? A, B, we go straight there. Where I just like, I meander. I walk around slowly, I look at different things. I'm just... We're like chalk and cheese. How have we been married so long, your dad and I? Who knows?
That's another nice expression. Like chalk and cheese are two people, two things that are very different. It's like night and day almost. But hey, it works. Opposites attract, as they say.
Yeah.
Now, once again, it's time to continue speaking about food. So, the question is sweet food or savory food? Now, I haven't got that much of a sweet tooth, so I would probably go for savory, and I never crave sweet food. Like, there's loads of biscuits here, and so far, I've been pretty good at staying away from them and saying no. But then when I see loads of lovely food on the table, whether it's pasta, pizza, curry, you name it, I can't help myself. I can't resist. So for me, this is easy, it's clear, it's a no-brainer that I prefer savory food to sweet food. Mum, how about you? Is it as clear as it is for me?
It's not as clear cut for me because I like both. I mean, obviously, I just like food. Oh dear, here we go. But no, I love cheese. I like the blue cheese, like the strong cheese.
Yeah.
I love fish. If I go out, I always order fish because they cook it so much better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that I wouldn't want just sweet things, but if I've gone to a restaurant, I do like to finish with something sweet. It just rounds the meal off.
The cherry on top, you know?
Yes. But yeah, just food.
Just food in general, it's all good.
No. I don't think there's anything that I really dislike.
No? Nothing?
Not really.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've seen you... I mean, you don't have a lot of wheat, but that's better for your stomach, I think.
Yeah, that's just because I've got a bit of an intolerance. So although I love bread, I don't have as much of it. I do find that if it's more of an artisan bread, it seems better. But yeah, it's just...
I mean, speaking about what you do love and what you're famous or well known for loving is prawns,
yes,
mussels,
yes,
salmon maybe. So you're a bit of a fish lover in general.
Yeah. And prawns, usually prawn biryani is lovely. Let's get the curry element in as well.
No, we're going to be calling up and going, so can we get a takeaway tonight? Okay, next up, our fifth mini debate, and it is about different seasons and weather, really. It's summer or winter. Right now we're recording this and it's towards the end of summer. It's coming to an end, unfortunately for me. Autumn is approaching and then winter will be coming in no time. But for me, it's pretty clear. I'm not going to reveal my preference just yet, even though you can probably guess. But for you, Mum, do you prefer summer or winter, and why?
Well,
let's get started.
Yeah. I do like both. I mean, I love winter. I love to go out for a walk, and if you come back and it's all cosy, you get the fire on, nice, well, in my case, not tea or coffee, but a nice hot drink. And it's great. Yeah, some snow, the novelty of snow when it first comes, it's lovely. Sometimes you can't actually get out to go to work. That was sometimes a bonus. But obviously that didn't last long. But then when it's all mushy and slushy, and then you just want the snow to go. So I would guess I'm probably going to say summer because you have longer days. When I was working, if it was winter, I would go in the dark. I would come back and it would be dark again. I would never see the house during the week. It would just be at weekends. And somehow when it's winter, you don't feel like, well, personally, I don't feel like going out as much when it's winter. When it's dark, you wouldn't necessarily go for a walk, whereas now you might after tea think, oh, we'll just go for a stroll along the canal, or just, it's just, there's more to do.
I think that's the key element, because the daylight hours does make a big difference in how you feel and your mood and the opportunities that you've got, even if it's just to go out for a walk. Like now, I'm noticing already that the days are still quite long, and this is the last weekend of August. But now I finish work usually Monday to Wednesday, at 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening because I'm teaching my classes. By the way, if you want to join my classes, I'll leave a link in the description.
Just plug that.
Little plug. But in summer, I'll finish and I'll go for a walk, and it's nice. I've still got like time and people are still outside. Whereas in winter, I'll be about to start my evening classes and it's already dark. So it's like, it's like you don't have a lot of time in the day to do anything. And I think that's the biggest downside of winter, because I don't mind being a little bit cold. I like the snow as well.
Yeah. Shall I say a really boring reason as well?
Go on.
You can get your washing out in the summer. How boring
Such
is that? I'm sorry, but just to be able to just get it out on the line and it smells nicer.
It smells
you don't
fresher.
Have it, you don't have it hanging around or spending a fortune on a tumble dryer. So sorry, that is so boring, but it's true.
That's the decisive thing. Mum was a bit on the fence. She was like, "Oh, what should I go for? Summer or winter?" It's like washing. Yeah. I can hang it out.
I'm so sorry. Feel free to tune out now.
Okay, now the next one uses a couple of phrasal verbs which are really common in our day-to-day, and it is staying in, so staying at home and not doing anything, or going out, to eat out, meet up with friends, hang out with them, you name it. I mean, I think it depends on a lot of factors, but yeah, what would you say, Mum? What do you prefer to do?
I really do enjoy going out. I like to keep in touch with people. I like to eat out. I like to go out and just keep contact, just see people. But it depends what I've done. If, for example, I've looked after my grandson for 2 days and somebody says, do you want on the second day, he's gone at tea time, and then somebody rings up and says, do you fancy going out? I'm like, I mean, sometimes I do. You make the effort and you get ready and you go out, and once you're out, it's okay. Sometimes it's that getting out, because it'd be just so easy to think, I'll just sit on the settee and I'll just put the television on. So, yeah, and sometimes you do just want to chill. A bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, during the week, I'd say that I'd much rather stay in. Like, if people are inviting me out for a drink or to do something Monday to Wednesday or even Sunday as well, I'm a bit of a hermit sometimes, that I'll stay in and not really fancy going out that much. But then as Thursday and Friday arrive, then I start to think like, oh, it'd be nice to meet up with my friends. It'd be nice to go out for a meal, go out for a drink, or even just the simple things that I love doing every single day, which is going for a walk, for example. But I reckon when I compare myself to some of my friends and acquaintances in Brussels, they usually prefer to go out much more often than I do. And I'm quite happy in my own company, just doing nothing. Like, this weekend, I might not go out, and I feel absolutely fine by that. I'm just like, fair enough. I'll just chill, do a bit of work, watch some series. That's it.
And sometimes it's expensive as well. Sometimes it can actually depend on whether you can afford to go out too many days a week, so it just depends on things like that, doesn't it? Lots of different factors.
Exactly.
But yeah, nobody wants to stay in all the time. Absolutely not.
Okay, now this is a perfect little segue, a perfect little link, because you just mentioned saving money, spending money, and how it depends if you stay in more or go out more. So our next little discussion is, well, simple: saving or spending. And I'm a little bit stingy. I'm a little bit tight-fisted. I prefer to say that I'm frugal, which sounds a little bit better. And despite never really earning loads of money, I've been quite sensible with my finances, and I try to make sure that I always save a little bit of money every month. And I don't have expensive taste, so I don't end up spending that much money. So I'll spend money when I'm out and I'm with my friends, and I'm happy to buy around and say, don't worry, this one's on me. But I always make sure that I save money, and I feel kind of good and satisfied and proud of myself when I do save money. So that's me. I'm more into saving than spending, generally speaking. But Mum, are you like me, or are you the opposite way around?
I think I'm at a different stage in life, and to be honest, you do spend on travel, so you know that's something which you enjoy because you're not what we call materialistic. Now, I do love an ornament.
All these random ornaments around the house.
Yeah, and I like to support local businesses, so you sort of, that's just an excuse really to spend money. I think I probably spend more than I should on things. I mean, we have saved, but obviously we're retired now, so my husband and I, we're at the point when we want to enjoy it while we can. So yes, we want to book the weekend away in Cornwall, or Bruce wants to buy another bike. He's got loads, but he just needs another one. I'm really sorry, but I am at the point where I'm thinking, we could have a nice holiday. Maybe the inheritance will be a bit less, but I'm sorry.
I was counting on it.
But if we don't do it now, don't leave it to be too late. I have people that have saved all their life and then basically they become ill or they've not had an opportunity to spend it. And I just think, no, you also need to allow that time to enjoy it, because money is no good as a number in the bank. Obviously, everybody needs money. You need to save. You can't be. I don't know.
You can't take it with you. Is a thing that I remember Grandad used to always say.
Well, his expression
like, you can't take it with you. So
there's no pockets in shrouds. Well, basically, yes, you come into life without money. You go without money, and sometimes it's sad if people haven't enjoyed it, if they've been very, very careful. And then they haven't actually enjoyed it, because then what are you working for? And also, it's nice to spend it on other people. Exactly. That's how I get my pleasures, to treat people, which means to sort of buy them a gift, or like now with our grandson, we can go out to the farm, or and things cost money. So yes, you save, you do it, but then spend it. Just enjoy it whilst you can.
Exactly. Live a little, even though I'm stingy. Okay, now next one is about something that everybody usually does at some point, and it's reading or watching TV/series. For me, this is a no-brainer because I've never been that into reading, and I've tried, but it's not me. I don't get a kick out of it. I don't enjoy it. I can't kind of get hooked with a story. So I love watching TV series, documentaries, listening to podcasts, all of these things, but reading's just not my cup of tea. So easy for me, no brainer. But Mum, how about for you? What do you prefer?
I would say it depends on how much time I've got, because basically if I'm going on a holiday, pick up some books at the airport, and then when you go, you will have some level of time to just sit and read and relax.
Yeah.
Now, day-to-day life, not so much. So then it's more maybe if I was doing a Netflix series, so I could watch one episode and then think, go on, we'll just watch another one.
Go on then.
Yeah. It's bedtime really, but hey. So I would say it's easier to watch television, but then I do enjoy it. I mean, I love to buy cookbooks. I mean, I can just read a cookbook just for interest, even if I don't make all the recipes. I just like to read about them. I like an autobiography where somebody has done their life story, so that's interesting too. So swings and roundabouts. I just don't know. I like both. If I've not much time, television. If I'm going away, it's a bit of a treat to take a paperback. I've even been known to read in the bath.
Okay,
wow.
Wow.
Soggy pages, but
Lovely. I mean, it's true that people do say when you compare, like, what's better, the film or the book, if we're speaking about The Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, many people who actually take the time to read will usually prefer the books because you're properly transported into the story, and the amount of time you spend reading the book is much greater than what you'd spend watching the series or the film. So for that reason, maybe reading's better, but it's not for me.
It just, as well, if you invest that time into the reading, but also you use your imagination when you're reading. I did try and encourage you more when you were younger.
And failed.
Well, we bought, I can even remember, well, you used to get annuals, which is like basically something which you get maybe at Christmas, and we used to get like Leeds United annual, and thinking, I'll read this. And you did read those, to be fair. We used to get like junior detective stories, and yeah, but you were never like a big Harry Potter fan. You know, it's just, you were more wanting to go out and play football, or, you know, so each to their own.
Absolutely. All right, next up, the penultimate one, and it's funny actually because some of my friends are going camping this weekend. I've politely declined because I'm not really into it, and I had another plan, but I'm not too bothered about not going camping. But yeah, camping or hotels? Mum, what kind of accommodation and trip is more up your street?
Well, to be honest, I hesitate, but really there's no reason to, because I don't like camping. I'm so sorry, I'll just put it out there. Camping is lovely. If you enjoy camping in the great outdoors, it's smashing. I have done camping in the past. I remember it raining, we couldn't get anything dry, so it's the hotels all the way for me. I'm sorry, and my friends love it too, and I'm so happy for them that they love it. And your dad is happy to camp, but I want a proper bed. I want a toilet that flushes.
A shower.
A shower, yeah, very importantly. And I love the whole experience of being in a hotel. I like to sleep in a nice bed, wake up, go down for breakfast, order something nice. We're at food again, sorry.
It just keeps coming back.
I know, it's on loop. But yeah, I mean, if I loved camping, we could do it more often. It's cheaper. It's more back to nature. I think it's just your personality, and mine leads towards hotels. And
I'm with you. Yeah. Like, maybe I've got high standards and I don't mind camping if the weather's going to be nice. But if it's going to rain and you're going to be in a tent and you'll maybe hear all the raindrops on top of the tent, and that can be nice and relaxing. You know, it's nice if you can hear the rain on your roof as well. But then when you get out and you hear squelch, 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 and then you can't have a shower, so you're going to be smelling for the rest of the day. I mean, it's all right, maybe once in a blue moon, but if I can choose 9 times out of 10 minimum, I'm going to choose a hotel.
I mean, to be fair, some of our friends, they do have a camper van, so that's like the next level. So I would consider that. And they did stay on a lovely campsite, and there was showers. There was a shower block. It was very clean. I would do it. I would still prefer the hotel, and they were in their camper van, and we were in a hotel, your dad and I, but yeah, it's just I'm not really for under canvas. Sorry.
Okay, last but not least, we've saved maybe the worst one till last, which is singing or dancing. For me, it's hard to pick, not because I like both of them, but because I don't really like either of them. Like, I wish I could sing, I wish I could dance, but I've got 2 left feet and I'm not able to remember lyrics or get high notes when I'm singing, and I never really try to sing anyway. I might sometimes, if I've had a few drinks, go to a karaoke place and sing classics like Angels by Robbie Williams, but I reckon everybody else would leave the place if I started singing. So I'm not good at singing, not good at dancing. I don't particularly enjoy either of them, but I'd probably say that I enjoy a drunk karaoke session more than a dancing session. So it's tight, but that's probably what I'd go for. Mum, how about you? Singing or dancing?
I can't sing very well at all. So mine's
That's where I got it from.
yeah. Sorry, I am definitely not choir material. And actually, I love to hear things. I love to go and, to a concert. I can really appreciate really good singing, but I just can't match it. So, yeah, I've never been any good at singing, and I really, really wish I was. And I know that everybody can sing to a point, to a degree, and it'd be nice to have. I know somebody who took singing lessons and she improved. I think mine would be a lifelong commitment. So I would say dancing. I'm not the world's best dancer. I think you take after your dad, because he is not into dancing at all. I think the last time we managed to get him on the dance floor, he was like a rabbit in the headlights. He was like, what do I do?
Get me out of here.
Where do I go? But yeah, but I don't mind. Even if I'm not very good, I like a bit of a move.
Bit of a boogie.
Yeah, take me back to my youth, as it were. So I would definitely say I'll opt for dancing.
Okay, interesting. Well, on that note, we can wrap it up for this week's conversation. I hope you enjoyed us discussing, comparing and contrasting all of these little things, and let us know your thoughts as well. Do you have any pets? Do you prefer singing, dancing, camping, hotels, and so on? And I'd be happy to see your responses. Thank you once again, Mum, for being part of the video. She smashed it, didn't she? She's a natural.
No, I'm not. I find it nerve-wracking. I feel as if I just waffle, but hey.
It's interesting.
It's conversation for you to listen to.
Exactly. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mum. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.